Hey, friends, and welcome back to Vibes and Delights. I'm Fernie, aka Friend the Human.
And I'm Slappa.
I hope y'all are taking care of your brain matter. It's been quite a week. And I know that I've been pretty quiet on TikTok about it solely because I'm reposting, I'm sharing, I'm reposting, I'm sharing, I'm commenting, I'm boosting. I don't want to specifically post on my page. And that might not make sense to some people, but it makes a lot of sense to me. I'm in no means being quiet. I am trying to keep my peace on my page. I want people to come to my page for a small break and then jump right back in there. I'm looking at it. We should all be looking at it. I'm not telling anybody to not look at it. I myself am just going to keep being as positive as possible and keep people encouraged and keeping a break. With that being said, this episode, these stories were chosen long before the humanitarian crisis happened. So this episode might feel a little intense. I think it's okay. I think we should be okay. What do you think?
We're not talking about really anything related, so I don't.
It's not the fact that it's related. It's there's nothing related, right? It's just you feel for all the people. I just, and then you don't want to feel for others too who are in truly first world problems comparatively. You know what I'm saying? Like that story I read today, like I had every intention of reading it, but that update just had me screaming. I had to read it. But at the same time, like I don't want to have to worry about this lady who could very well just fucking leave. I don't want to have to worry about one more person, which is why I'm like, I don't know. I feel a little strange.
There's so many people that this actually affects personally and are way more informed on it than me. I'm not going to make a personal video because my opinion really doesn't matter. I support Palestine and it is a genocide happening,
Yes.
but I don't have to make a video to say that. So many other people need their message out there more than mine.
I will also say that I think that the people who are out there saying it are saying it better than I ever could. I don't have the words. Some people might say that my advice is very privileged, I guess, in the sense of I have you know what I'm saying? I like everything I say is coming from hindsight 2020. You know what I mean? Where like in the sense of like the advice for the relationships and stuff, I've lived that life. I've been through it. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have no idea what to say here. And anything I would say would be like what everybody else is already saying. I'd rather lift someone else's voice, which is what I've been doing. I'd rather lift someone else's voice. I'd rather share their message with them just the same that I would hope that people aren't talking over me. You know what I'm saying? I've had that happen. Somebody stitched my video and said exactly what I was saying. They could have just let me say it. You know
You
what
could
I'm
have just
saying?
reposted it or just shared the entire video.
Right. But they didn't. They chose to use their own voice to say my exact words. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. And that happened to me just like a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I like, I don't want to talk over someone else, so I'm not. But I will share someone else's voice. We stand for Palestine in this house. We stand. There's a genocide happening. And that was the first thing I posted. I said I related it in a way that would be understandable to some. And then I put it on friends only. And then I was like, no, this needs to be told. And I put it as everyone and it's circulating now. But like, man, I just am letting the people who can say it better than I ever could. And I'm uplifting their voices. I've actually, while we're still here, I have been asked multiple times by multiple people on all sorts of profiles, social medias, in real life, outside of social media. People are asking me, how are you right now? How are you feeling? Let's take a breath. How are you? How are you feeling? I hope you're okay. I hope you're taking care of your gray matter. Hope you're taking care of your brain matter. I hope that the spice isn't spicing too much right now. I hope you're taking it easy on yourself, mostly because of what I'm about to say. People have been asking me, What do I do? I don't know what to do. Call your local politicians, vote. You can do that, but it still feels like you're up against the world, right? Because our politicians are with the genocide. It's not okay and it never will be okay. And so yeah, you feel helpless. So what do I always quote? What am I always quoting? The Boondocks cartoons, really? This time I'm quoting the Boondocks in the sense of when Huey Freeman was doing the hunger strike and he was trying to raise awareness about his friend. I think it was he was up for the death chair, the electrocutioner's chair, whatever, over a crime that he did not do. And there's plenty of accounts of people admitting that he was not the one. I was the one. And like he was trying to save his friend. And so he was doing a hunger strike. His friend was saved, I believe. And then he went home to where granddad fed him, some vegan food or some vegetarian burger or something like that. And then he was just like, what do you do when you can't do nothing, but there's nothing you can do? And then his granddad like is walking away after giving him the food and he says, you do what you can. And even though like people, we talk shit about granddad low key a snitch, you know what I'm saying? Always missing out on the important events and is very self centered. That was some real ass advice he just said. Do what you can. If that means, like I said, time and time and time again, I have said, you do what you can. If that means vote, do it. If that means share someone else's voice, do it. If that means to spread awareness, do it. If that is to call out someone on their fucking bias against this genocide, you fucking do it. You fucking do it. And don't you turn your fucking face from it. Tell them and you own it. This might be the time where we start fighting people. This is the time where, you know what, I'm gonna start telling people, this random stranger who has nothing to do with me, how I really fucking feel about them, right? All I'm saying is you do what the fuck you can. I am reposting videos. I am lifting other voices. I am sharing awareness with my family. I'm doing that. And on my social media platform, while I'm lifting up other voices, I am trying to create or curate just a break, a quick break before you jump back into the madness. That's all I'm doing. And I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but it feels right. And I'm gonna do what I think is right. I hope y'all are just taking it easy, and I hope y'all weren't offended by my silence. I don't think I've been silent though, to be honest with you. I've been talking, I've been doing everything, just haven't been posting it on my page. And y'all can tell me how y'all feel about that too. If you want me to, or you think I should, then I will absolutely do that. But like I said, I personally thought that others were saying it better and I was letting them say it better. Okay. All right. So Slappa and I have three stories. We were going to read this other story, but it got deleted. It was basically like this woman had a baby. It was on the front page of Reddit just yesterday. Trigger warning, blood, and it was removed like entirely. Like the profile still exists but the stories didn't, and it was the wildest story. Basically, this man asked her for a paternity test, his wife for a paternity test, and the wife came on Reddit and was like, I can't believe I let him convince me to have his baby. I can't believe I married this man. I can't believe I had to push his baby out of me. I wish the stork was here. I wish the stork had is the one who delivered my baby and not me. I almost died on the table. I almost died. I was on the gurney bleeding out, asking for my mother and sister so I could say goodbye and that I loved them. I don't want to have had his baby, she said. And then it turns out that he was always going to ask for a paternity test, no matter what had happened, like whether or not she had almost died or what. He was always going to ask. And she was like, well, thanks for fucking telling me. I'm taking all my money. I'm glad we signed a prenup. Like she went fucking in. and then it was all deleted. It could be a number of things. It could be postpartum, but I don't think so. These men are straight up blowing up their goddamn marriages, and for what? But man, I'm telling y'all, if I think everybody should playfully ask their spouses, one, would you get a vasectomy for me? And two, would you ask me for a paternity test if we were to come up pregnant? Like right meow. Like obviously you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not talking about extenuating circumstances. I know how some of y'all are that y'all have very special circumstances. I'm saying if you don't have any circumstances and you just turn to your partner and you say, "Would you ask me for a paternity?" I want to know what happened because people are blowing their lives up with the answer to this with the anyway but anyway but like people are really blowing their lives up and I just want to know, don't blow up your marriage. And I have this story here and it came with an update. Shockingly, it was posted 5 hours ago, so let's jump in. I overheard my husband telling his friend that I'm not his dream girl and I'm devastated. Just as the title states, my husband has a friend who he talks to now and again, and this friend lives in a different state. He unfortunately has had a string of bad relationships and tells my husband about them often. He's a great guy, but isn't a looker. Even so, I think his personality is a 10 and can't understand why girls date him and just drop him. My husband has expressed to me that he's glad that he has me when so many other men, like his friend, cannot seem to find a good woman to be with. You said really high things about this friend. I feel like, I don't know, that was a little confusing because it sounds like the OP even likes this person. So for some backstory, like I don't know, it just seems like strangely placed, but maybe it'll make sense in a minute. Anyway, so for some backstory, my husband and I have been together for about 5 years. We just bought a house after saving for 4 years. A few years ago, he was diagnosed with the big C word cancer, leukemia, which devastated him. I went through the 5 stages of grief as well, but wanted to get him as much help as I could and vowed to be his rock. He has no one else. His family is all gone, and his two remaining brothers are drug addicts, alcoholics, who he's cut out of his life for good reasons. So I scheduled his doctor's appointments, took time off work to go with him, supported us financially, and when he started having flare ups, fevers, energy lulls, and had to cut his hours down at work, I saved for 4 years so that I could get him into a nice home and get us out of this crappy, worn down rental that were too overpriced. I tried my best to make his life as comfortable as I could while he grieved and still grieves. Our marriage has not been easy by far. I joke that I'm the apocalypse wife because COVID happened only a year after we got together, making our plans to travel come to a screeching halt. I was luckily able to save and budget and plan a few awesome trips during lockdown while remaining safe. Then he got his diagnosis, and then we dealt with major financial issues. He also began to suffer from erectile dysfunction, which was another big hit, health and ego wise. I tried my best to keep his spirits up, even though it was hard on me as well. I wanted to see him happy and smiling and content with his life. However, it was just like one hit after another. But through all of this, he said that we weathered the storm and stayed married when other couples wouldn't be able to do so. He told me he was proud of us, and I felt so proud. We were strong, and so was our marriage. He would tell me all the time that I'm his dream girl. All his exes either cheated on him or left him for other men or drugs. I always felt bad with that he had to go through that because I myself would never cheat on someone and I don't do drugs. I've been cheated on as well, so I know how crappy it feels. So, long story short, tonight I overheard him telling his friend I'm not his dream girl when his friend was upset over yet another girlfriend lost, and that I have certainly not been the best one in terms of loving him. And that broke my heart because I really thought I had been. I have done everything to help him. I've been here through his highs and lows. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've moved states for him so he could chase his dream. I've made every doctor appointment and was at every single one of them asking on what to do so I could keep him in this life longer. And he so casually says she's not my dream girl and she hasn't been the best one to love me. What on earth did I do wrong? What? on earth.
Okay, hold
Indeed.
on.
What the fuck?
Let me make a case for this guy. The only thing I could see why he would say this if he doesn't just hate his wife is his friend was like, they said he keeps like he can get girlfriends, but they always leave, right? So his friend might have been like, how did you get your dream girl? She loves you so much and all this shit. And his dumbass, to make his friend feel better, was like, yo, dude, she's not really my dream girl even. And she's kind of shitty to me sometimes. Like, it's okay. Not everything is perfect.
Okay, I had that too. Or maybe he was like, man, I wish I could be like you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because people compare themselves to us a lot. And it's sad, but I mean it happens, you know what I'm saying? And but one thing I'm not gonna do is be like, you're not my everything. I feel like you are
Right.
my everything.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
lie and be like, yeah, I don't love my wife that much. She's not that great, dude. Like, it's not all it's worked up to be. Okay, you're all right. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, yo, like, you just gotta find the right person for you. Like,
Man, but that is heartbreaking. So yeah, I hear you, and I hope that's what he was doing, and he's just a fucking idiot. But I honestly thought you were gonna say maybe he doesn't remember because he was like really sick during that time or something. I don't
I
know.
wouldn't
I
give him
think
that excuse.
or maybe his friend was like, man, I thought you were going to die and I was going to get your wife because she seems like a really good person. And then he would be like, oh, now she's horrible. What the fuck?
Yeah, man, she's terrible. Don't fuck my wife when I die.
That was like the only that really did go through my head though. I was like, anyway. The OP did write an update 5 hours ago. Last night, after I posted this, I did text him and tell them that I overheard what he said and that it hurt my feelings. He responded back that one, I shouldn't have been listening. Number one, if you get defensive, he didn't say it in a good way. Anyway, all right. So, one, I shouldn't have been listening. He was sitting on the porch, and our bedroom leads right out to the porch, and our walls are thin. I wasn't trying to listen, but I was laying on bed on my phone and heard the whole thing. God, he's not stupid. And he knows damn well you can hear everything from the porch in the bedroom. Two, so he is dumb. Anyway, so he's just dumb and unappreciative. Anyway, do I care about anyone else but myself? Okay, nah. Oh, let me keep
Or
going. Really? Two, do I care about anyone else except myself? As if he was claiming that I should willingly be okay being insulted or put down for the sake of his friend. How long have y'all been fighting this? Because it says y'all got married. How long have they been together?
I think it said like before COVID, like she called herself the
Right.
apocalypse wife.
But they got married with within a year, COVID happened. So how long were they together before this?
It says, for some backstory, my husband and I have been together for about 5 years. So they literally just got together and then got married.
Right. So something tells me that they don't really know each other. Something's telling me, okay, before I get back into this damn story, which I know is probably going to tell me everything I want to know anyway, but I'm just saying, like, it sounds like they got together right before COVID. They kind of just moved in together, or they had just moved in together, right? When then COVID happened. And then what did people do in COVID? They either worked it out or they fucking split up. And so they got further together. They were like, oh, yeah, I think I love you now that we've been inside together every single day, every single hour, for like 365 days. And then shortly after they got married, he got cancer. So he was in and out of remission. He was in doctor's appointments, all this other shit. So she's literally always been there during war,
Right.
but they're in times of peace. They live in their own house now. Everything's better. He's not sick at the present. You know what I'm saying? He beat it. Now it's not wartime. He's showing you his true colors. Oh man, please, gosh, please. Anyway, and then so as if I should be okay with being insulted. Also, who's to say he wasn't watching that red pill bullshit? What if that's his red pill bullshit is why his friend keeps getting keeps getting dropped, and then
Yeah.
your husband, I've been feeling some type of way anyway. I feel like I'm overthinking and I'm getting some real good ones. Trigger warning, unaliving or suicide. And then he claimed that his friend was talking about unaliving himself and that I didn't understand or hear the whole conversation. So your response to my friend telling, so wait, hold on, your friend said I'ma kill myself, and your big idea was, oh, my wife fucking sucks, bro.
No, don't do it, bro. My wife's terrible. Don't
No,
kill yourself.
don't, these hoes ain't worth it. Like, what is okay. He claimed his friend was talking about unaliving himself and that I didn't understand or hear the whole conversation. For context, I did hear the whole conversation from start to finish. This morning, I didn't need to ask him about it. He woke up and came right to me and said, "Are you done being crazy?" Oh my God. I instantly got upset and asked why he said that to his friend. And he told me that I misheard him, but I told him that I know I did it. I heard what he said, every word, and he wasn't going to make me feel crazy. He sputtered and basically ran away, yelling about something that didn't even apply to that conversation. What has this man been holding on to? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I ended up texting that friend this morning, partly to check up on him because I also consider him a friend, and partly to see what my husband said was true. It turns out that he told my, he did say he told my husband he was thinking about giving up, but not on life, but on searching for a decent partner because he was tired of sifting through the trash. So he is very sad and depressed, but he never said that he was going to kill himself. My husband may have misunderstood from his words and jumped to conclusions and likes bringing up random shit in random conversation. I mean, he started bringing up like random shit when y'all were just fighting right now. Maybe he felt the same way and just brought up something. Well, my wife sucks,
Yeah, just random.
but you don't see me trying to give up.
Yeah, just a little random fun fact. My wife's not my dream girl, and she's not that fucking neato. Did you know that, buddy? What is that?
Right. Like he's like, oh, okay. Okay. And also, isn't that mad amounts of projection if he did actually do that? And this dude's like, man, I just want to give up. And then he thought, if he thought, which I highly doubt he thought, but he thought that he was going to try and kill himself. He was just like, well, my wife sucks. And he said he accused her of only thinking about herself. Bro, if you really thought your bro was about to unalive himself, you just, what was that even for then? Right? Like what?
Just from the story of the conversation she had with him, I give up all hope for him I had at the beginning.
He may have jumped to conclusions and just thrust himself. Parry, thrust. So essentially, everyone who said he said it to make his friend feel better about his situation was correct, but everyone was also correct in saying that he shouldn't have done that and that you shouldn't ever put down your partner in order to make someone else feel better. That's just plain wrong, and I definitely didn't deserve it, even if I didn't overhear it. Currently, we're not talking to each other. I'm mentally drained tonight. Today, after our fight, I actually planned to take him to dance class tonight because he told me a while back that one of his dreams was to learn how to dance with his partner. And since his diagnosis, I've tried my best to plan small vacations and things to do that will make him happy, even when I struggle to afford it. I just want to see him happy. This is getting progressively worse now that we know what type of dude this is. Anyway, a few weeks back, I searched for places to do this and I found one that's close to home. I was super excited to see him happy and excited for this, but now I no longer want to go. I was so excited and planned this whole thing out, but now I don't exactly feel like touching or being near him. He's probably cheating as well, because why else would you watch a bitch nurse you back to health and do everything for you and then suddenly say she's not your dream?
That's a thing too. Like men will just leave their wives if they get sick. And if men get sick and they're taken care of by the wife, they will leave the wife when they get better.
Yes, that is 100% a thing. Like they said it was like for example, my ex, the miserable asshole that he is, wouldn't let me go until he found something better, right? And then that's when he left. and he was like, you helped me get better. You taught me what not to look for, or what red flags to look for. He tried to put it on me, you know what I'm saying? Not the fact that he like smacked me around all the time, or left me in the fucking snow, locked me out of my own house one time. I'm just saying, he definitely took a jab at me. My own actual ex-husband did that exact thing. So you're probably exactly right. Oh my fucking God. And it's just common that dudes always use a bitch to level up and then leave her, like the ones who pay for college, just for a good analogy. When I look at him today, I don't even feel angry. I just feel nothing. I also want to add to everyone saying that, of course, you're not a stream girl because they don't really exist. You're not perfect. And yes, I'm well aware. I'm not saying I think myself to be perfect. I'm not saying I feel like I'm perfect. And I'm not saying that I'm anyone's dream girl, because I'm sure that I'm not. However, after giving up so much and caring for him throughout thick and thin, I would have never expected to hear these words. They hurt. Plain and simple, they hurt. It's not about being anyone's dream girl. It's about me feeling that through everything. I'm still not good enough for him, and he doesn't appreciate me. To those who pointed this out, you were right on the money. The night before we were able to be together romantically, and before he spoke to his friend, he was telling me how beautiful I was and how happy he was with me. And then he turned around and either lied to me or lied to his friend. Either way, he lied to someone, and that's simply not okay. I thank everyone for their comments and uplifting words of support. It means a lot to me in this time when I feel lower than dirt and hopeless and lost for words. And that was 5 hours ago.
Fuck that guy.
For sure. What an asshole. I really am starting to think he's like cheating, and he's going to leave soon anyway.
I don't think he's cheating, but I think he thinks he can, and now he's like trying to move on. So he's being an asshole to make her make the move.
What if he got pissed off because his friend's talking about giving up, and now that he's feeling better, you know what I'm saying? He wants to go on the prowl too.
Yeah. Ooh. He probably wants to get back with his homeboy on the hunt.
He probably wants to crack open a cold one. I'm being so for real. I feel like I've got some real good theories on this one. I think I'm like that perfect amount of chill. And also, I hope you guys are proud of me. I haven't had a single drink since Sunday, and that's a long time for me. I'm slowly but surely gonna beat my raging alcoholism. Anyway, slap of choice.
Well, I'm proud of you. You're doing good.
I'm sure I'm still like really early on my journey, y'all, but it does feel good to not have needed it for a whole week anymore. But tomorrow, maybe even tonight, because you know what I'm saying. Maybe no, probably tomorrow. But anyway, I'm just proud of myself. Whatever. I'm proud of myself. Yeah.
This is from the marriage subreddit. I've been looking at this week a little bit, and people are fucking wild as shit in here. Like, this has the craziest stories.
Oh my gosh, like it's so funny that you said that, because I literally have seen weird shit on marriage and on Ask Women Over 30. Those are getting crazy, y'all. If y'all want a new subreddit to look at, man. All right, I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
What's it called? Like they feel like they want a kid, but they know they should not, so they go look at like fucked up kid shit that kids do as like, what is it, deterrent?
Oh yeah, my sister does that. She says whenever she gets baby fever kind of bad, she comes and spends a couple days with us.
Yeah, this like the marriage Reddit is like marriage deterrent. If you're like feeling lonely and you just feel like you have to get married to feel good,
oh my
go
god,
to this fucking Reddit.
I just realized what you meant.
And go read some of these stories, the things these people are going through, and the ideas they have about what they're gonna do in their marriage to fix it are fucking insane. Okay, my husband is paying other women to send nude pictures to him. She is in another state, but it's driving me crazy. We got married at the beginning of the year. We moved to another state. We dated for almost 5 years before we got married. Things started being a little odd for me when my husband started not being interested in having sex anymore. At the beginning of September, we moved to a new apartment with 2 bedrooms. We have different schedules, so he started sleeping in the other room. One morning, he asked me to get his computer from his room, and he left the WhatsApp open. He never used this app before, or you didn't know. I couldn't believe.
You just gotta believe.
She's a woman that he met on OnlyFans, and he's weekly sending her money. And she sent him videos and nude pictures. I was furious. I couldn't hold it 1 minute, and I confronted him. He said it's just to masturbate. For me, it's cheating. He spent more than $1,000 already sending money to her.
What, 1,000? What now? On OnlyFans? Is that, how much is OnlyFans?
You can donate whatever you want. Like, he's getting videos and shit, so he's paying for that.
What? Man, you better get your beautiful, tall, long body. Get your ass on there and start doing. You better start doing that shit.
I don't know about all that.
I'm just saying you need to get your you need to get your ass up on there and make me some of that money, okay? I want to see it. People. Oh, that would make everything worse. Or would it be so? Anyway, keep reading the story. Keep reading the story boy. Remind me to never ever do that again, by the way.
Are you okay? I mean, that's not like anything out of the normal. I mean, we've been seeing, since I've been watching TV, there's just like VH1, MTV shows where dudes are like sending thousands and thousands to, like, it used to be what, Russian brides back in the day, like same thing. He already sent $1,000. We're gonna start couple counseling, but I'm so disappointed and disgusted of what I read and saw. There's a detail. She's asking him to stop having any kind of intimacy with me because she doesn't like it. She likes him. I found her profile on Reddit and I texted her as if I was a client. And guess what happened? She offered me pictures of her peeing, feet, nudes, if I pay her $100 weekly, and my husband thinks that she has feelings for him. She just wants his money. I have her phone number. Should I call her? I am about to lose my mind.
I'm just like, she's on the internet and you're really following what she's saying? How dumb is this dude?
The dudes who do this are dumb.
I'm just like, I don't know how to convey it's like if a video game husband told me I shouldn't kiss my husband no more. You think I'm gonna give a fuck about what an AI told me what to do? I just paid for it and slid it in the crevice of my PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna listen to shit.
That's probably what a Gretzko thought too.
But I'm just, oh no.
Update, I called her, but I hung up before she answered. I know it was a mistake. I'm just hurt and I couldn't think straight. There's something else too. I'm not an American citizen yet. I'm a green card holder. My husband told me that if I call her and call her a slut or anything, I will be committing a felony and I'll be sent to jail or deported. I think he just wants to scare me. Things got really ugly tonight. I wish I could call someone to talk about it. I should call her and talk about it. That's what I do.
I mean, a lot of times if you call those ladies, a lot of times they will feel for you and just be like, no, fuck you. But also, I also understand not wanting to be stalked, and he's clearly in a parasocial relationship of sorts. Is that what that is? I'm not sure.
Definitely.
Yes, OP, if you ever find yourself here somehow, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he is just trying to fucking scare you. He's just trying to scare you. There's nothing. No, not at all. I can call my neighbor a fucking bitch and nothing will happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can call the next person a bitch and nothing will happen to you. But I think your anger is misdirected though. I think you do need to realize that it is a game, or it's not a game, it's an act. Yeah, it's an act. She's playing a part. So you need to not, worry about it. But at the same time, $1,000, $1,000.
I could come back to my home country after university, but I chose to get married to him because I loved him. My life is a nightmare. I can't believe all the headache that we have to get everything ready for the wedding. My family is coming from another country for this nightmare. I thought we would have a family. I'm so angry. He's a piece of shit.
My goodness. I'm just like, I read a story like real similar to this where she was also in college. He brought her from London or something, but they got knocked up and he had a whole side bitch the whole time and it was so bad and it was a game to them. He never intended to actually marry her. He just knocked her up and then it got weird and then they just started playing games with her. And then she waited until it was too late and the last update I read was like she's not able to fly. She was never able. She's about to give birth in the hospital and all this came out like that the he never had left his ex. It was all a big game to them and all this other shit. This is not unusual and it's mad fucked up. Is there more?
Yeah. All right. Update just yesterday. Husband doesn't want a divorce. I put a post on here about him talking with the girl that he found on OnlyFans. My husband was talking to and paying a woman I saw on his computer and I confronted him. And I want a divorce and he wants to do marriage counseling. Well, we've been trying the marriage counseling, but I told him I don't see the point of it because he's still talking to her. She has a Reddit page and yesterday I got on his computer and he was on there and the conversation is disgusting between them. He said he has no time free of me. I usually work every day from 7 to 7:30 and when I get home, there's always something. She is encouraging him to divorce me and treat me bad. I'm living in a nightmare. Why is she trying to get him divorced? Like that's the weird part. Like she's scamming him, but trying to ruin the wife's life? Why?
Well, if he's paying her all these hella bucks, maybe she just wants the bucks, maybe she instead of sending OnlyFans a percentage, then she can just have it.
I don't know. It gets worse. Just watch. I've been sleeping in a different room and avoiding intimacy with him because I feel so hurt. I'm about to leave the house. I pay all the bills because my husband is without a job since last year.
Let her have him then.
Holy
Let
shit.
her have him then. And please, this is one of them damn times. Communicate. Tell someone what he's doing. Please tell someone and go the fuck home. Please.
Yeah, fuck that. All this and you're paying for it?
And you're paying for it.
Why even?
I just knew it was. I was just like, he's spending all this money. What the fuck does he do all day while you work from every day from 7 to 7? I don't even. I get off work at 4. I sit my stupid ass down at 7:40 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't clock in until 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to actually start doing work until 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
Cake has something to say on it. What you got to say, Cake? Okay. This is fucking insane.
That cat is so rude. That's probably why she would be allowed to fuck.
She's real clingy lately.
I know she has been mad clingy lately. It's probably because the weather's changing. Maybe it's also because I haven't been, drinking so much. I haven't been outside, and maybe she's like, "We'll go outside later, Keiki."
I don't feel that I have a partner, and I feel I'm taking care of a child. I love my husband, but I don't feel attracted to him anymore. He says he wants to save the marriage, and I don't see a way to save this marriage. No, you should not save the marriage. You should leave now.
But I'm just like, but he's still talking to her while in marriage counseling. He's not even in it.
Yeah, he's not trying to save.
He's not trying to save it.
Commenter asked, so he has no job and been paying for OnlyFans? And she said he's using his savings, but he's not helping me with groceries or rent. Holy fuck.
Stop buying groceries.
Just leave. Just stop paying rent and walk away. Go back home. You're good. You already got a degree. You don't need this shit.
What epic nonsense. Well, anything else? Madam, she was attacking the wheel of my chair. You are an animal. Literally. I can see why this person thinks it's cheating now because it's deeper than cheating. But I think that it wouldn't even be considered cheating. I'd like to know what her like this OnlyFans person's long game is. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like she's just acting. And
I'm sure she's just acting, but I do think you're right about her wanting all the money because I know he's fucking lying about shit to her.
but what also if she's just it's just all part of the act and she's like literally just like, oh, there's no way this dude's serious. You know what I'm saying?
Or she's looking out for the wife and be like, you should leave your wife.
Oh
You
my God.
definitely
Yeah,
should
you
leave that
should
bitch.
leave your wife and then I'm going to ghost you and block you on all
Or
accounts.
just keep
Like,
taking that sweet 1,000 check every month or whatever.
it's like $100 a week or something.
Yeah, passive income, baby. That marriage subreddit is fucking wild. Just shit like that every day. Crazy. What you got for us? Finish it out strong.
Oh, I have this one. I read it a couple weeks ago and meant to kind of I was gonna read it on the page, but I got caught up in the spooky because it's fun. I'm having a good time reading these ghost stories. But this one I you know what, just to the wife, you a boss. Anyway, so this one is going to be my wife told my affair partner, I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you, and it haunts me every day. Like she's living rent free in your head, bro. My wife and I were high school sweethearts. We are both 40 and have been together for 25 years. We have two children together, 5 and 6. What?
That's crazy to me.
Wait, so they were together for 20 years and then had a
And then
baby?
that's the crazy part to me. Like they had safe sex for 20 years of marriage.
No, or it could have been, it could
Could
have
have been
honestly,
IVF thing.
no, I was gonna say, well, maybe I was gonna say they might have had fertility problems. And then I was going to say, but they got that miracle baby. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens? What happened to me? What happened to me? Notice how close they are together, 5 and 6. Our children are 7 and 8, 8 and 7. Okay. When you have a miracle baby, most likely will get pregnant shortly after because you are incredibly fertile right after you give birth. Nobody ever tells you that. Nobody ever fucking tells you that. Tell your neighbor, go punch a bird, tell the bird to pass the message on. I love birds. I just be tripping on birds all the time, but I'm just saying, nobody ever tells you how fertile you are until after you're already pregnant and your kid is like less than 3 months old. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, I felt some type of way about it. Okay. My hips still hurt. It's been 8 years. Anyway, okay. Okay. 9 years because I was pregnant. Anyway, I thought that we are together because for the past 5 years, I've thought that we are together because we basically grew up together. I met my now girlfriend 28. Yeah, I know I'm 12 years older, but I met her at work. And was that supposed to be a clarify?
Officer, I know she's only 16, but we work at Sonic together. What?
Exactly. Also, you would be very surprised how often that happens in Sonics around here.
That's every restaurant, every fast food restaurant. If your daughter is working at a fast food restaurant, tell her to not date any old motherfucker working there because that's just what those creeps do.
Oh, it's sickening. It's like I'm still saying it's a Sonic thing because I know so many people at Sonic who've done that. I'm just gonna say that. I said what I said. Who chopped?
It's every restaurant and fast food.
I'm saying Sonic because that was the thing around here. Anyway, fuck you. Anyway, no, okay, so yeah, we work together. She's beautiful and attractive, and I thought she was this new change I wanted. Instead of breaking it off with my ex, I didn't do the right thing. I cheated and I got caught. My wife was so gracious about it. So is she your ex or is she your wife, bro?
This comment got him so fucked up. He's confused on if they're still married.
Right. Bitch got him topsy-turvy anyway. So I cheated and I got caught. My wife was so gracious about it. She didn't want us to be together anymore. This was a year ago, and I left our house and rented an apartment. We have yet to start divorce, although I don't want to. Neither of us was talking about it. My girlfriend, however, is not so happy about this, and mainly because I left our big house that's originally my house to my wife and daughters. I inherited from my grandparents, and it's worth a fortune. My girlfriend means that it is my family home. And for me, yes, it is. My family is living there. Damn. Where was all this backbone when you was sliding around?
Now you want to have like some family values, sir?
Where was this backbone when you was backsliding at work, most likely, motherfucker? Anyway. But my girlfriend meant that when we get divorced, my wife has no claim to the house. 3 weeks ago, my girlfriend and I were dropping our daughters with their mother, and my girlfriend went against my wishes and started talking to my wife about the house. My wife was confused and said that the house is hers and her daughter's, and she looked at me all confused. But my girlfriend told her that it wasn't mine and it was time to move on. And my wife then said that my girlfriend should put her nose in other people's maybe shouldn't put her nose in other people's business. And my girlfriend became angry and said that my wife is a hag who is bitter because she's old. My wife smiled and said, is your age your only redeeming quality? Because that won't last. And then she said she'd rather be 80-year-old herself than 20 years old, my girlfriend. She wasn't angry or bitter. And she isn't old either. She's 40, like me. And I'm so old compared to my girlfriend. She's very beautiful too. I don't know what my girlfriend was thinking. And I felt so ashamed and angry with myself.
Well, if she's old, wait a minute. Does she think I'm old and gross too?
Yes, that thing. There it is. There it is. Just the. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, sir. Because yes, your girlfriend talking to your wife like that and making fun of her age, she's making fun of you. But your dick doesn't think that far in advance. What, 6 inches? No, motherfucker. What idiocy. This dude blew up his whole life.
Entirely.
And they do it every time. They never fucking think it through.
She's already mad that you don't have the house anymore, bro. You're done. She's leaving. She's
right.
not
She's getting tired. She's done.
She wanted your wife's life. That's what she wanted. But your wife is going to live her life just the same.
Right. Oh, cha. She's very beautiful too. I don't know what my girlfriend was thinking, and I feel so ashamed and angry with myself. My girlfriend was immature and embarrassing. Oh,
you know what this reminds me of? King of the Hill, when Buck got caught by his wife and got thrown out and had to go live with his girlfriend.
Oh, right before she like killed herself trying to get some nachos. Yeah. Yes. Holy shit.
Like he was so miserable living with her because the wife kept the house.
Man,
that's how this dude is about to.
He is. He already is. He's sick. He crying. He finna throw up on the floor, and nobody gonna clean it up.
Oh no, bro. Yeah, he's already making a Reddit post about how terrible he feels that he cheated on his wife and got caught.
Right. My girlfriend was immature. I've been unhappy for months about it. But if I broke it off, it means that I've hurt my family for nothing. My wife called the next day and said that maybe we should start talking about divorce. I broke down crying the moment we ended the call. And now every time I want to see her, I want to be in her arms and cry, just thinking about 80-year-old her with 80-year-old me beside her. The way we envisioned ourselves every time we saw an elderly couple holding hands or kissing, and we thought this will be us too. I realized I'd rather have 80-year-old her than 20-year-old anyone, but I have messed that up.
My mouth was open that whole time. That was amazing. What a finish.
Bro, right. Yes. And I was like, I know I need to read this today because it's such a win. It's beautiful. It's horrible, but it's amazing. It's
Think about this though. They've been like separated for a year, but now after that, she called in and said, let's talk about divorce. So this whole time, I bet if he had just left the girlfriend and tried to work on the marriage, she would have stuck it out with him. But that was it. Now she's done.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. She's been waiting this whole time. And when it finally came to a head and he realized what he should have realized the whole time, she was waiting. You're so right. Oh my. Anyway, she about to glow the fuck up. I, I'm coming up. I
How's that
wonder
midlife
what you
crisis working for
know.
you?
Got to let it show. I'm coming. Anyway, also you guys, I'm thinking about starting a Patreon. I'm gonna do karaoke songs on there and you can't stop me. Okay. Anyway, um, how's that midlife crisis working out for you? What? You do know that your girlfriend's a gold digger, right? She saw dollar signs and went for your old ass. And your wife is also correct when she said there's nothing else your girlfriend has other than her age. You made the mistakes of betraying your family. Don't make the mistake of staying with her. My goodness. Man, set your wife free.
That was like wholesomely, like, that's rough, buddy, you know? That kind of wholesome.
Yes, I gotta say, that was a beautiful ending. All right. Well, guys, that was pretty much it. I'm gonna go live here on TikTok, but you'll be seeing this tomorrow. But no, I just want to tell you guys once again, I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. That mention about Patreon was true. I don't know, maybe they just maybe they just changed the hashtags or something. I'm not 100% certain. I'm not really sure, but I went down. I didn't make any money on TikTok whatsoever this month. Like I usually make a couple $100 just to like kind of make ends meet. I didn't even break $20 and I've never seen that. I've got record high views for my channel. I don't know what's going on, but I did notice that I like had just tanked in views. And it seems like I figured out maybe I should just switch my hashtags because that seems like it's working. I just want to tell you guys I might be starting a Patreon and I really want to know what y'all want to hear from me. I know for sure I want to do karaoke songs and I want to sing to you guys and play games and hang out. And I don't really know what else to say other than I just really hope everybody's taking care of themselves. And no matter what happens, if this is the beginning of World War III, or if we are just going to be America and be able to do nothing helpless in the sun, you know what I'm saying? I just hope you know that doing what you can is literally on the right side of history, no matter what. I just hope no matter what happens, whatever we're witnessing in this horrible moment in our history, that you're on the right side. Okay. And if I lose followers over this, I don't even care. It means you were worthless in the first place. And I'll say it with my whole ass chest, with my triple D titties. Okay. Disrespectfully.
It's been rough watching this shit happen and not being able to do anything. I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves, and I hope listening or watching this help take your mind off things for a while, because it definitely, I needed this to get my mind off it for a little while, because it's like I feel like we're watching a whole genocide happening. The whole world is just seeing it happen, knowing it's happening, and not doing anything. And nothing, I feel like, is going to be done at this point. They're just continuing, and it's fucking awful. So I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves and taking a break from it every once in a while.
Y'all have hugs from us, purrs from kitty, 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 kitty. I was trying to see if she would come up and y'all get another squee at her from her. But anyway, I hope y'all get all the purrs. I hope y'all get all the loves and hugs and all the vibes and delights. I really do hope everybody's all right out there. And I hope that this, again, just like Slap said, helps get your mind off of it just for a moment. You have to take a break because if you don't take a break, you're useless to everyone. If you're not pouring into you while simultaneously pouring into others, you're fucking failing everybody anyway. You can't pour from an empty cup. What the fuck am I gonna do with this? Hello? Hello?
Yeet.
Anyway, anyway, everything I had was full, and that was very, very first world of me. Anyway, all right. I love you guys so much. Let me know. Join the Discord. I got it. I almost forgot. Join the Discord. I'm excited to see you there. Let's talk about this Patreon situation because TikTok can't be doing me like this. Okay. Okay. Anyway, love you guys so much, so much. Yeah.